So what are the most broken glitches in every Skylander game? Over the years, speedrunners and casuals alike have came across a lot of glitches. You might have gotten a few yourself. And because there are 6 Skylander games, there are so many of them. So I found out the most broken glitch in every Skylander game. Just a side note, a few of you know about a major glitch called warping. For those who don't know, there are 2 types of warping: regular warping and cutscene warping. Regular warping, like in Spyro Adventure, you can add a second player. Upon removing that Skylander, the coordinates are stored. And once you activate the warp, add the second player again, but don't put on a Skylander yet. First disconnect player 1 with B. After that, put on a Skylander you like and you warp to the coordinates that the warp stored before. Some chapters' coordinates overlap with each other, so you can set up a warp in one chapter and activate one in another, so you can skip entire levels like this. This type of warp is possible in Spyro Adventure, Giants, Superchargers and Imaginators. And then we have cutscene warping, which is possible in Trap Team. With cutscene warping, you're able to warp directly to the spot where the Skylander is located in any of the cutscenes, by just having no villain in the trap slot and loading one in the moment you want to warp. 5 out of the 6 games are able to do any of these type of warps. So I will be talking about most broken glitches outside of warping. Well, except for one game, but we will get there. Starting off with Spyro's Adventure. This game actually has 2 different versions. The HD version, which are on PS3, Xbox 360 and PC. And you have the Wii version. These are ran on completely different engines, so they have different ways to break the game. For the Wii version, there are actually a lot of options to break the game apart. But there was a clear winner. Soup Jumps, named after when the glitch was discovered. Cory managed to get into the lamp in Creepy Cathedral with Tornado, and it just looked like a bowl of soup. With the soup jump, you can jump over pretty much every wall or enemy gate in the whole game. Every gate has its own different way to jump over. Some are not easy, but some are. To do any of these jumps, it involves pressing and holding A in a corner, holding an angle, or different angles or movements while the dash is being performed. An example for an easy one is this gate in Sky Shooter Docks. Go to the left corner, walk all the way in, then hold up, press A and hold it, and once you release it after 4 seconds, you just jump over. For the HD version of the game, the glitch is not a specific Skylander. It's an item, winged boots. While using winged boots, you can get a lot of speed for a short duration, but with the glitch, you can get the speed forever. Once you put on winged boots, then enter turret, the timer is disabled. So once in the turret, you can just quit out of the chapter, and you still have the speed until you enter another turret or Archean Armory. While having the speed, you're not just fast. You can launch yourself off of crates, ramps, or anything basically. You are able to skip tons of parts of the game, and beat some chapters within a minute. Moving on to Skylanders Giants. This was the game I had a hard time to choose which glitch is the most broken, because I don't have that much experience in the game yet. But after talking to a few people, we came to a conclusion that Sprocket Zook up warping is the most broken. This glitch allows players to clip out of bounds and warp up to the next walkable platform. This can be used all over the game, and has been used to save minutes of a lot of speedrun categories. To perform it, place a sprocket turret close to the wall you want to clip into, and with Zook, use his mushrooms to push it into the wall. The spacing is a bit specific to get, but after the turret is going into the wall, enter the turret with Sprocket, and that's it. This glitch also allows us to abuse the infinite speed glitch on Chop Chop. Skylanders Swap Force, however, has one of the most broken ones among the list. This trick single-handedly saved over 1 hour from the all-story level speedrun. It's Sprocket Rockets. For this trick, you need 2 sprockets, with each one on a specific upgrade. One of them has no upgraded turret, while the other does have the turret tank upgrade. First, you need to link two sprockets with each other by putting their turrets on the other's head. Once they are linked, put down the non-upgraded turret and glitch out that turret by trying to enter it and jump 1 or 2 frames later. Now the sprocket is linked to the turret as well. Then walk away to the opposite direction you want to fly towards and don't jump. As a second sprocket, put the turret on the side you do want to go to. And if you've done everything correctly, enter the tank turret and you fly really far into that direction. There are other ways to make it even go further. This trick is very versatile and complicated, but easily the most broken. But what is the most broken glitch in Trap Team? I thought about this for a while, but it's not even close. Double jumping is the most iconic and broken Trap Team glitch. This was found over 9 years ago. Once you switch to a villain, then jump, switch to one of these Skylanders mid-air. Also will swap for Skylanders, Sonic Boom, Lightning Rod, Double Trouble and Bunk Shock. These Skylanders will allow you to jump in the air, so you're able to jump over almost all gates and walls. And also makes other tricks way better, like hootsuckle dashes and buzzer beat boosts. I could make the argument Enigma deloads are most broken, but that's only really good for Golden Queen, Luminous and the Chaos Fight, and some arenas. And now we are on to my favorite glitch on the list. It may be because I found the trick myself, but it's really unique. It's Skew, a glitch that got found the day warping was discovered. But warping turned out to be kinda useless for this game, because almost no coordinates of chapters overlap with each other. Turns out, the vehicle mechanic saved this game. You can drive cars and boats, and you can also fly. While in the plane and doing a barrel roll, add a second player while the plane is sideways. Not only the Skylanders coordinates get stored, but also their exact position. So, after activating the warp, or whether bunking your head underneath something, or being in a pretty sharp corner and holding the correct angle, then add a second player, wait for the portal screen to show up the Skylander you have as player 1, remove that Skylander, and put it back on right away so it will be player 2, wait for the Skylander to appear again on the portal screen, then remove the Skylander and disconnect player 2. After adding a different Skylander on the portal that you just had previously, the Skylander is sideways as well, just like the plane was. It appears it does not do that much, but that's where Lavalon's Eruptor comes into play. Using his poker stick attack while in the skew, Eruptor reaches insane speeds. He gets to the point where he's able to go through walls. Even though it's hard to control, it's possible to learn, but that's way too complicated to get into right now. While in the skew, you can fly basically anywhere you would want, depending on what precision you are looking at while setting up the warp in the hub. Even what frame you add the second player will decide how fast or how much control you get in this trick. And last but not least, we have Imaginators. Imaginators was relatively a non-broken game for a while, besides being able to jump off of Slam Bams' icicle, named Ice Hops, and exploiting the game to open thousands of chests to slowly improve all stats on every piece of gear, and basically allowing Skylanders to deal infinite damage and one-shot everything in the whole game, including Chaos. But the most broken glitch is simple, but combining it with another glitch makes it unstoppable. Portal screen cancelling. Also named Clippy, named after the Paper Mario 64 glitch. This glitch allows you to clip out of bounds with any Skylander and ignore infinite walls and floors until you remove the current Skylander. And combining this with Firecracken's infinite stall glitch, you can skip major parts of the game, like the whole Golden Arcade and all the way to the end of the abandoned amusement park. How to perform this? It's a little bit confusing like the skew glitch, but it's removing the Skylander on the portal. Once in the portal screen, put on 2 Skylanders at the same time. So the game asks if you want to add a second player, press A, first put on the Skylander you want to clip out of bounds with. Then put on an empty creation crystal, and after the animation plays, you can remove it from the portal and disconnect player 2, and you are out of bounds. Do remember The Skylander has no collision detection at all. So if you don't reactivate the Skylander by removing it and putting it back on, you are not able to hit anything except for loading zones and boss triggers. And those are the most broken glitches in every Skylander game. Did you agree with me? Or are there glitches that I somehow don't know about yet? Hope you enjoyed it and have fun playing around with all of these glitches. See you next time.